We are at 24 One Residences.
It's a freehold boutique project.
This entire house, you're talking about high ceiling.
There's direct access to the pool in the attic level. Today at PropertyLimBrothers, we are very excited to bring you to District 5 in Pasir Panjang area to show you this 3-bedroom plus study unit that we have today.
Right now, we are at 24 One Residences, which is sized at 1,313 square foot, priced at 2.399 million negotiable, which works out to be about a PSF of 1,800 plus. Follow us on this home tour if you are interested. Let's go.
24 One Residences that we are in today is a freehold boutique project, and it is made out of 24 units made out of 2, 3 and 4 bedroom types. So there are only 2 units in this development that has direct access to the pool in the attic level, and ours is one of them. And since I'm in the kitchen, let me just show you the kitchen real quick. We have a very compact size kitchen, and we have the induction top here, cooktop. Everything has been done up nicely. Top hung cabinetry for your storage space as well as the bottom one. And when you are doing your dishes here, you can get to enjoy a good view of True View. You don't have any direct neighbors looking into your unit, so that's a good thing. Coming back to where we are today, we are located along Pasir Panjang Road, that is right there. Pasir Panjang Road leads you down to Viva Vista Shopping Mall with a few eatery options. And if that's not enough for you, down along South Buona Vista Road is where you can find a row of shophouses with more options like food and clinics. And right over there, we can see the Keppel side. We're also very near to West Coast Highway that leads you out to MCE or the other direction to AYE that makes your commute to the rest of the Singapore easy. We are 5 minutes walk away to Haw Par Villa MRT station on Circle Line that also brings you to HarbourFront MRT station in just 4 stops. And on the other direction, we are 3 stops away to Buona Vista MRT that brings you on the east-west line. Now when you hear about Pasir Panjang, you should know that Pasir Panjang is right at the doorstep of the greatest URA transformation plan, that is the Greater Southern Waterfront, and the rejuvenation spans 30 kilometers of the southern coastline that stretches from Gardens by the Bay all the way until Pasir Panjang where we are currently at. Apart from housing plans that we already know in the Keppel area, a new bus depot that can house 550 buses will be built on the site of former Pasir Panjang Distripark that is near to where Pasir Panjang MRT station is at, and to be ready by 2029. In September, N-Parks have announced that the stretch of land from Pasir Panjang Food Centre to West Coast Park, which is directly south of where we are at, has a new 2.2 kilometer stretch to the existing Pasir Panjang Park. With this extension, the public can now enjoy a more pleasant 17 kilometer walking and cycling experience from Labrador Nature Park to West Coast Park through Pasir Ris Park all the way to Jurong Lake Gardens and Jurong Central Park if you are in for a ride. Within the park, there will also be portions turned into tributes for the Maritime Heritage Display, featuring repurposed shipping containers into unique shelters supported by PSA Singapore and the Maritime and Port Authority of Singapore. The Greater Southern Waterfront also brands itself as the new and extraordinary location for waterfront living, where residents of the area can live, work and play. And speaking of work, decentralization of CBD in Singapore is at work and is happening faster than anticipated. Big companies like Google, Cisco, Pfizer and Samsung have already diversified their offices outside of the traditional CBD area and have planted their offices in the southern part of Singapore. With more office spaces being developed, not only does it create more job opportunities, but it also rejuvenates the area in a sense where more amenities, food options and potentially malls will most probably sprout out to serve the growing demand, making living within or near Greater Southern Waterfront a very attractive option for either people who works in the area or investors who are looking to purchase a private property to collect rental income. Transformation within this area is definitely worth noting as the next homeowner, as you know how the rejuvenation around this area can affect your capital appreciation, your rental demand, and of course for the quality of life that the residents have in this area. moving on to the living space where we are at, we have a very generous size living area and a high ceiling of 3.86 meters at this point of time. And moving into the bedroom area, we have the home shelter over here and the first common bedroom over here. So it's a squarish space which can comfortably fit maybe a super single bed. If you don't need this to be a common bedroom, you can do what the owners are currently doing, which is to make this into a work or study area for kids. So the bedroom shares the same fantastic view as the living room as we look at through veil and then the orient at the back with the black facade. Over on the left side, we have the common bathroom that is still in very good condition since the TOP in 2019. We have a wall-hung toilet bowl over here with a trapezoid shower screen with a huge ventilation window, and you have the mirror with cabinetry space at the top and the bottom hung cabinetries under the sink. I'm going to bring you to the second common bedroom that we have in this level, together with the study area which the owners have knocked through for a bigger bedroom space. And currently, they have turned this area into a playroom of some sort because they are just a small family of 3. And this platform is very amazing because it has a lot of storage areas. This storage area is great because you can store things underneath and at the same time make the space on top usable. You can either put a playground like what the owners have done or put a bed mattress over it to act as a rest area. And of course, you get the nice window view over there, and this window that we have is for the study area which was originally here. So the owners have retained this wall, hacked through this to make this space a bigger place, but if you want to reinstate this study area, it would be very easy to do so because all you need to do is just to erect a wall because the AC unit is intact, and that's pretty much what you need to do. Another idea to turn this space into a bigger bedroom is to move out the door to this side of the corridor and hack down this beam over here, so you can turn that space into a really huge bedroom. Now that we are done with the first level, let me just bring you upstairs to the second level.
So before we head up to the second floor, let's pull out the map and talk about the pricing analysis of this area. So if we're looking in this area, we are talking about 3 freehold apartments and choices. Horizon Residence, Veranda Residence, which both are going at about 2,000 PSF. The third one will be Harbour View Gardens, which is at about 1,800 PSF. You'll understand that floor plan analysis is very important, as you can head over to our PLB Insights over here where we discuss about the floor plan and the stack layout itself. But when you consider some of the new launch options, you have Normanton Park, which is further out, or Kent Hill Residences and Avenue South. They are all going upwards of 2,300 PSF, and they are 99-year leasehold. As compared to our unit at 24 One Residences going for just under 1,830 PSF. So let's head over to the master. On the second floor, what you're really looking at is the master bedroom. Right here, we have a huge round bed because our owners really love to have a bit more space, a bit of difference when they bought this home. Right here, you can fit a king-size bed, not an issue. To your left is the wardrobe that has already been built in. But what I'd like to point out is that this entire house, you're talking about high ceiling, big windows, lots of natural lighting in the area. So for our master bedroom alone, it is already 3.5 meters and we are still facing the same facing as our living room. As for the ensuite bathroom, we have the same configuration as the common bath, a trapezoid shower screen which gives a lot of access and a lot of space, especially for people that need more mobility space in the area itself with the new BCA regulations. For this bedroom itself, you'll realize that we have 2 windows, and that is really good because it allows a lot of natural lighting to come in from different areas of the house. Let's move out to the roof terrace. When we move out towards the open roof terrace, this is what really shines in the unit itself. Because the owners have invested quite a bit on the effective use of the space, including the roof terrace, they've done up the laminated glass to make this entire place rainproof. So when we talk about this area, you could have the possibility of having a dual key area because this has direct access to the lift, while the first floor has direct access also. So when you rent out the bottom, you can rent this out separately because this is a self-sustaining area by itself. When we are talking about water point and being it self-sustaining, you need 2 key things. Number 1 is your water point, number 2 is your drainage, which you have the water point all the way towards the other end, and you can have a small pantry area on this side so the tenants can use this as their washing area and their kitchen area to not let any of the fumes go in while they stay in the master bedroom on this floor. So this level can entirely be a self-sustaining area. When we are talking about rentability, we really need to look towards the transactions in the area. And if we are looking towards the map in a 700 meter area, just in the month of September alone, you're looking at 38 rental contracts caveated on square foot itself. This reassures you that this area has a high rental demand. I'm guessing it's probably from the proximity of the tertiary schools and the business districts towards the back. So let's check out the facilities area. Right now we're on the attic level. To our left, we have the gymnasium. To our right, we also have the barbecue pit and a really nice small mini lap pool with a jacuzzi. So with this attic level, it houses the facilities of this development. Before you go, let's head over to Tiffany, which wants to share with you some of the views from this attic level.
The beautiful black and white project that you're seeing across from us is the Veranda Residences, and of course, the whole stretch of the coastal line in the south is the Port of Authority of Singapore, where the shipping action is going on right now. And this entire stretch will be gone along with the transformation that I was talking about earlier.
So if you're on the market looking for a 3-bedroom plus study sized at 1,313 square feet, marketed at 2.399 million negotiable, do contact our listing managers down below.
Yes, and if you've enjoyed our home tour videos and want to see more of it, make sure you follow us on our YouTube channel. We are also on Facebook, YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. My name is Tiffany.
My name is Lyndon.
PropertyLimBrothers, always happy to show you the place. Point to you the roads and everything.
Now let's take a bit of a breather. Wow, talk about the master bedroom. Maybe let's do that. Let me breathe a bit. Wait, I'm still trying to breathe a bit. 哇，爬那个楼梯很喘哎。Your requirements and meeting all the needs of 会啊。